4:03. Roll call, please.
Chairman Meyer,
Here?
Commissioner Hoffman,
Here?
Commissioner Fiorito.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. Others and other staff members and commissioners. Deputy Clerk Schulteis.
Community Liaison Convoy?
Chief Stefan?
Deputy Chief Zalaki?
Okay, I don't have any corrections on the minutes.
Nope, nor do I.
Joe, anything?
None.
Motion to approve as submitted?
Can I
Yep.
add something here? Then we, was, for a point of clarification, I think this is for the preliminary list,
Okay.
and then we had to, we're waiting for, we're gonna be establishing the actual list tonight, because it's based upon.
We've got it on, I think Stephanie just gave us
The actual list.
the list with the, on the back page,
Okay.
the last page.
For the purposes of establishing the preliminary list from last time, tonight we're going to be approving the list with the points and actually making the official.
We're looking at our agenda. You're referring to, well, I was gonna ask if we even needed to go into closed session. I don't see any reason why we have to, do you?
No, we don't.
Okay.
No, sir.
So are you saying item 4 is to establish the final list?
Correct.
Okay, all right. So did we get an approval of the minutes?
No.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 We do not need to go into closed session, so we can skip to open session and make a motion to accept the final list of candidates 1 through 8 as submitted in our packet. Do I have a second?
Well, second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hoffman,
Aye.
Commissioner Fiorito,
Aye.
Chairman Meyer.
Aye.
Does this mean they've already gone through their background checks?
Last meeting, you authorized
To
us
do-
to give us, to start the background checks, and yes, we've completed the background checks.
Do we need, it's not on the agenda, do we need a specific motion to offer Mr. Pete employment?
We need to have a specific motion to offer him a job,
Okay,
and he is now, my report was to let you know that he has passed all the required medical, psychological, and background checks.
okay. And are we going to do that under new business?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do we have any old business?
No, we just took care of it.
Okay.
Any surprises in the background checks?
No.
Okay. Then under new business, motion to offer employment to the #1 ranked candidate, Pardeep Deal, to offer him employment for the department.
Yes, sir.
And do I have a second?
Or second.
And roll call, please.
Chairman Meyer,
Aye.
Commissioner Hoffman,
Aye.
Commissioner Fiorito.
Aye.
Okay. We got any updates, Chief?
Congratulations, Pete.
Congratulations, Pete.
Congratulations.
That's right, yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah, we do, we have, we want to discuss at the next meeting establishing the timeline for the service exam. And actually, I'll turn it over to Deputy Chief Zalaki right now, because he's already kind of sketched out a timeline, but we will need to actually solidify some dates, and also question that we wanted to pose to the commission was, we use the same books the last two promotional exams, and if it's okay, we'll continue to use those same books unless you want us to look at something different.
You think they're useful?
I think they were hard enough.
They worked, yeah.
They didn't seem like they breezed right through them.
Okay.
Yeah, I put together a list I can pass down here, just around the same timeline we did 3 years ago of the,
It's been 3 years since,
yes, 3 years. December 31st will be the 3 years, so it's pretty much the same timeline that we put together, the dates. The only thing is we just put in the oral interviews, October 21st, that was around the same time, it's a Saturday. Obviously, that would have to, everyone check with their schedules. So I tentatively put it on there, if you can check your schedules, and I know it's a little ways out, but, can
No.
change, but at least this is pretty much the same time frame as what we did several years ago. That, and then with the reading material, I have copies here if you'd like to look at it, or just use the same as the past. I can pass it down. It's just the same company with the same reading materials. I'll contact the company and see if there's any updated versions of the books. If they are, then I would obviously change the newer versions, but I'll contact the company.
This is for the candidates,
This is for the sergeant's exam.
for the sergeants?
This is
Yeah,
for sergeants.
for
Study
them.
material.
So I will-
Their study material.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will contact the company, and if there's a newer version of the books, I would list it on the sheet before we send it out to the candidates in July.
so the other list, it just expires?
Yes, December 31st.
Okay. Do we have any, we don't have any sergeant's positions open, do we?
Not right now.
No.
And those that pass the sergeant's exam how many positions do we have for corporals?
We have, 3 OICs right now acting as corporal. So there'd be 3 corporal positions that would be appointed from that list.
And they would go to the top 3
It
candidates?
would be the way that,
Well, 4. There's 4 we usually take 4 corporals. Right now, we have 1 corporal and using 3 OICs
all of
because,
them have to
Oh,
come
okay.
from the
yeah,
list.
the other
Right.
corporals have retired, so.
So once the list expires, those guys that were on it are off of it and have to reapply just like this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I see. So,
And then we'll talk more about that next meeting, but this just to give you a heads up and
I'd rather know
a
sooner.
timeline at this point, how we'd like to do it.
Because we've had, several officers have been asking, is the reading material going to be the same? Because they want to get going on it. And we said we would check, today, so we can at least give them a verbal that, yeah, it's going to be, so some of these guys want to start on it.
Is there any amount of time that an officer has to be with the department to apply for the sergeant's exam, or?
By state law, they have to have 3 consecutive years of law enforcement experience before they can apply, become, or participate in the start.
And would that be 3 years from next December, or would it?
It'd be 3 years from the date that actually the process starts in October.
Okay.
At the time that they'll have to send a letter to the commission of their interest in participating in the examination or in the process. At the point of time that they announce that, then that'd be the time.
Okay.
So they apply September 1st, but they can start reading their materials. We posted in July.
Actually, I don't see how that would affect almost anybody here, because other than the newest officers,
yeah.
most of the other officers now that we think that are really young have actually been with us about 4 to 5 years.
The ones we consider young are
Right.
4 or 5 years.
Those are the ones that are acting, 3 of them are acting in OIC capacity right now.
Okay. All right. Okay. Any other updates, Chief?
I have no other updates right now. Everything else is going fine. Everybody's looking forward to getting Pete on the job.
yes.
We do have a couple of big events coming up. We have the July 1st, Rocking the Runway event that we work with Wheeling.
Okay.
That will require all hands on deck. And then we have the July 4th parade. And Stephanie, what else do we have?
We have Community Days Saturday.
Block party.
Block party, I'm sorry, block party.
Right.
And then
This Saturday?
the Saturday.
At Marava Center.
I will miss as usual. Last year, when you put it in, when they put it in August, was the first year I've been in a lot of years.
The only other thing that I'd like to add is that we had our first outreach trip last week, and Stephanie, how many young people participated?
We had 32. We have
Nice.
55 that are registered, 3 that we were told would be absent, and 32 that showed up for the bike ride.
Nice. Very
That's
good.
all I have to report.
Was that the bike ride that went on Camp McDonald the other day?
Mhm.
Oh, I heard it, I looked out the window, and I saw them all going by.
Is July 1st the fireworks?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. That answers a question for me.
Do you have like a run in the morning or something, or?
There is
Yes.
a run in the morning, Run the Runway event. It's a 5K in the morning, and then at night is the fireworks along with the music.
Okay.
Food trucks again,
Um,
hopefully more.
More food trucks. They have to use the food trucks because they want to turn around and get the airport open as quickly as possible. And I think they do it within like an hour and a half.
Wow.
So they have everything cleaned up, have everything turned around, and everything's back to normal. I will say this, that I believe that Village Inn wants to have like a little stand in front of the Ramada there, where they're gonna be selling pizzas and other items there, so
Okay.
Is,
might be a little windfall for them.
is the entrance near the Village Inn, is that where we're going to be able to get into the,
We will give you the information that you need
Okay.
to have. in
Thank
VIP
you.
parking.
That was fun. It was
Thank you.
Interesting last year. But we got it.
Deputy Chief, anything else?
That's it.
That's it.
It's great.
okay?
I think right now we have scheduled for the June 26th meeting, the swearing in. Is that still correct at 6:30?
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, for Pete?
For
Yes,
Pete.
right.
Yes.
Yes,
Next Monday?
Next Monday.
next Monday.
6:30, right?
6:30, yes.
And I have a conflict with our next meeting.
You have a conflict?
I'm going to be on vacation.
Okay.
That's no excuse.
A good one, I think.
I'd say it's a
I'm
good
out
one.
of town.
So when is our next meeting? Because the 28th one was canceled.
The, well, we're
Well,
up
that's
for
what
the
we're looking at.
26th of July, so
Right.
when are you going out of town?
That week.
How about July 19th then? Is the
That's
19th?
fine with me.
Joe?
Not a problem.
Okay. You change it to July 19th, Karen?
Well, that's-
That's fine with us.
Oh, you know what? Thanks, Shane. I couldn't have made the 26th either.
And you hung it all on me.
I,
That's okay.
yeah,
You can take it.
The 20th? Yeah, the 19th is good for me.
Oh, great.
Yep. Motion to adjourn.
I second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Aye.